They say a healthy outside starts from the inside. And when you talk about providing adequate nutrients to your body, you have to start with proteins as they are the building blocks of life. Considering the importance, we have Protein X Protein Abhiyan. A very warm welcome. I'm Arun Singh, and here we talk to nutritionists, doctors, mothers, working people, the public at large to talk about how much protein is required versus how much is actually consumed. And where do we even look for protein beyond the traditional sources? Today, we are joined by Lovneet Batra, clinical nutritionist and author. Lovneet, a very warm welcome to NDTV. My first question, as a clinical nutritionist, people look up to you for health advice. Can you explain the importance of protein in maintaining a healthy lifestyle?
Well, like you very rightly said, proteins are the building block of life. They help in repair cells, they help in making new ones, be it strength, be it muscle regeneration, our enzymes, hormones, all need protein. So yes, it's a very important part of our diet.
And when we talk about protein, of course, there are some conventional sources that we often hear. But tell us 5 food items we would be surprised to know are good sources of protein.
I think, protein is part of many foods, and the game is actually in making sure you're having enough quantity of these food sources. So most people know that dals, milk, chicken, fish, eggs are good source of protein, but something like cholai, amaranth, which is easily available in India, is a great source of protein.
Right. And, we've found in a lot of studies that most Indians have protein deficiency in their diet. What is the first step that we have to take to bridge this gap?
Look at each and every meal that you're consuming during the day and make a conscious effort to sort of analyze, are you eating at least 10 to 15 grams of protein in that meal? So it could be just a bowl of dal, kala chana. It could be a glass of chaat with a katori of dahi, 100 grams of paneer or 100 grams of chicken fish. It's not a difficult component, but just make sure you're not skipping it.
But I'm sure you deal with a lot of people who are deficient in protein. What are the signs that you pick up? What are the symptoms that one can face when they're deficient in protein?
Fatigue is the most common symptom. Fatigue, loss in strength, loss in stamina, disturbed sleep, hair fall, changes in skin. These are all very common signs of protein deficiency. And for kids, it could also be growth hampering in their growth. So you can see that in their growth chart.
And do you think people are now becoming more aware and conscious about what they eat?
They are definitely, but there's just too much information out there. So sometimes you forget the basics. So it's very important to know first how much do you need and how simply you can just make it part of your daily life. That consistency is very important.
And as you mentioned, it can hamper growth in adolescents or kids. Is there anything specific that you want to tell mothers or parents in general about feeding enough protein to their kids?
Like I said, every meal is important. It's not about just having one snack or one smoothie. Just make sure that in every meal you're trying to, if your child is between especially age 8 to 15, then the protein requirements are even higher. So they might need 20 to 30 grams of protein in every meal, which is not easy to plan. So maybe you want to combine 2 different types of protein and give. Be it a combination of dal and dahi, dal and paneer, dal with chicken, dal with egg. So especially for vegetarians, if you're a vegetarian, then it's difficult to find complete proteins. So make sure you're having that cereal, lentil, dal chawal combination. You're having paneer, you're having dahi, like I said, amaranth, quinoa, barnyard millet. These are good sources to add, and they hide well in our Indian plate. Like you can make it part of your chapati, or you can replace your rice with these pseudo cereals that helps in adding protein over meal after meal and day after day.
Now, Lovneet, there's a huge spike in lifestyle diseases and disorders, which can be attributed to environmental factors and poor quality food that is depleted of nutrients. What advice do you give our viewers to beat such issues with a healthy plate? I mean, to prevent them rather than to cure them.
Yeah, definitely. Do a basic analysis. Just write a food journal of yesterday, that what did you eat the whole day. That in itself will be an eye-opener for you. Getting that awareness is step number 1. Then strike for a balance. Look for seasonal food items and be intuitive. look for what your body is really asking you, and intuitive in true sense, not intuitive in terms of your cravings. And if you need it, then get professional help. But just understanding that code, at least for once, it's very important for everybody.
Well, thank you, Lovneet. It was lovely chatting with you. With that, we've come to an end of this segment of Protein X Protein Abhiyan. But send us your suggestions on what more would you want us to discuss about protein here. Write to us on our social media handles or log on to ndtv.com/proteinabhiyan and take the pledge by using #ProteinPledge. This is Arun Singh signing off.